Hello, everyone. News Channel 3 Chief Meteorologist Keith Thompson with a YouTube and Facebook weather live on this Thursday. This update on a Thursday evening. I'm running a little bit tardy tonight. I apologize for that. And I hope folks can hang with me on that one there and sort of stick around and so that you could get this update here. I got 9:27 on the clock. So I'll give it a little bit of time for folks to get in because I realize it's sort of like an ambush when you think, well, I guess maybe he's not doing it tonight. And then all of a sudden, boom, there he goes popping in. So we'll let this, I'll jabber just a little bit here to give some folks some opportunity to get in. We do have some somewhat active weather, I think, that's on the way. I don't think that we're looking at any kind of severe weather, though I would note that the latest Storm Prediction Center, SPC Outlook, for Saturday does have a portion of our area. I would say it's roughly I-94 south at a marginal risk for severe weather. It's a level 1. Good evening to you, Jerry. Thanks for checking in. Always good to see you. So we do have some action, I think, that's on the way. And as I put in my Facebook and Twitter or X post about an hour or so ago, looking at the 7-day forecast and looking at the rain forecast, it looks like it'd be a good idea to have a plan B for Saturday. That would be inside if you have an outdoor plan. Shar, hello to you. Mike, happy Throwback Thursday. That's right. Chris in Coopersville in the house. Thanks for being here. No rain for Saturday, says Matt. We'll try it. I'll put the order in. I'll make sure the order gets to the kitchen. But sometimes the chef there does not pay attention to me. Joanne, hello to you. Sue in the house. Thanks, Wilson. Always good to see you here. All right, I got some folks in here now, so I think we can get moving. So we'll slide this along. Let me start off by squeezing this up just a bit so you can see the graphic. That's what we really want to see there, not me. We say hello to South Haven here. This is the view right now looking down the Black River Channel. Can you believe we are almost halfway through August? So, you know, these tranquil boating type scenes, you know, where you see the boats there that are docked there in the municipal harbor or the slips there and even some of those lights on. I gotta love it. But those days are starting to grow short. Linda, hello to you. John in Manistee, you got 80 there today. You know, you probably were a little bit warmer than West Michigan because you had a little bit more sunshine. Ashtamo, Lorna, thanks for representing. Appreciate it. Bert, I am feeling great. Thank you so much. I hope you are too. And hey, it's Thursday. That means tomorrow's Friday. Everybody feeling great on Friday, right? Patty, Minden River Festival going on starting today. Happy River Festival. To there in Minden tomorrow. Okay. Saturday, Sunday. I wish I had some better news for you, but hopefully we'll have more opportunities to get outside than not. Teresa, good evening to you. Thanks for being here. I appreciate it very much. Corrine, hello. You're very nice, and I appreciate that too. Wilson went for a short walk. Awesome. All right, let's get moving. Got some folks in here now. I think I've given everybody an opportunity to sort of slide in here. We got 9:30 on the clock, so we'll start off by our hour by hour, looking at it hour by hour. Speaking of, Sally, let's go through it. We'll check it out. Thanks for the share, Mike. Carla, bad weather, Bloomington, Illinois, roof off the Catholic Church. Oh, man. Grandson had water come in the windows at work at Caterpillar. Carla, it has been rough, not only in Illinois, but in Indiana. They have been twins in trouble when it comes to weather over the last couple of days. So our thoughts are with the folks there in Bloomington, Illinois, all of Illinois, especially central and northern Illinois, and then all of Indiana, especially northern and central and southern Indiana, and even into Ohio as well. Tracy, good evening, representing Sturgis. Appreciate it. Kathy, hello to you. All right, we're going to start our hour by hour there at 11 o'clock. Let's roll the clock forward. I want you to notice it's going to be another mild, muggy night. Another one that if you don't have AC, I mean, you know, 66 isn't roasty toasty, but it is humid. And I think for us here in Michigan, you know, to have like so many days where the dew points are hovering between, say, 66, 67, and 71, it gets a little annoying. But we have another one of those on the way. Frida, hello to you in Hopkins. Thanks for checking in. Jeanette in Coldwater. Joanne, yes, they did have that derecho. Brent, what's up with you? Thanks for checking in. Derecho, which, by the way, it is a defined weather phenomenon, or a weather phenomenon that we have defined, I should say, by a large cluster of very powerful thunderstorms that has damaging winds that travels quite a long way, basically staying together. And in this particular case, I know it's a rough definition of it, started in northeastern Iowa, northwest Illinois, and then raced down across Illinois and Indiana and Ohio, Kentucky, West Virginia, Virginia, North Carolina, South Carolina, Tennessee, even some flooding rains in Knoxville, Tennessee, and eastern Tennessee there. Shannon, good evening to you. Angel, hello, and Allegan. Thanks for checking in. And Patty is here from Coldwater. So, yeah, that's what happened in Indiana a couple of nights ago. And then they're still getting some of that rain. Torrential rainfall. Some parts of Indiana got like a foot of rain. And so that's pretty crazy. Now, let's talk about what we're looking at tomorrow. We start off in the morning with lots of low clouds. I think we could even see some fog. Fog is always iffy in a situation like this, Joanne. So I would be prepared for it. For that fog to reoccur tomorrow morning, especially in low-lying rural areas. Vern, hello to you. I hope you have a great weekend too. Alexis, thanks for checking in. Hillsdale this weekend, some showers and thunderstorms. Ethan, hello to you. Awesome watching the Lions game too. Awesome. Hope you have a fab Friday as well and a great weekend. Thanks so much for being here. Lily, hello. And Timmy's here in Battle Creek. All right, let's go hour by hour. We start off with lots of clouds, mid to upper 60s. Now, our model here is showing a little bit of clearing, but I do think, like I said, for today compared to yesterday, it's rinse and repeat. And I think this is the story for us tomorrow, too. Now, this is our in-house model called the graph, and it's calling for a chance for a couple of showers. I will say, looking at a couple of other models, looking at the HRRR, for example, high resolution rapid refresh, looking also at the NAM Nest or NAM3K model, more of those high resolution models. I think that there are going to be a few pop-up showers. I think they're going to be most numerous, not that they will be numerous, but most likely, let me say that, along and south of I-94. But I do think that we'll have a few of those tomorrow. Our model here, our in-house model, the graph is not very convinced of that. And it could be that we get away tomorrow without seeing any of them. But I do think that we'll pop up a couple of them. Anything severe? Absolutely not. Anything like what we're going to see Saturday, which is going to be more widespread rain? No. So that's tomorrow. That's your outlook for your Friday, with those high temperatures expected to be right around 80, maybe 81, 82 degrees. How about the dew points? We talk dew points here. We're educated in this Facebook and YouTube room here. We're talking about dew points tomorrow projected to be in the low to mid 60s. So maybe not quite as, let me look, that was the GFS, not Gordon Food Service. This is the NAM. We're looking at dew points. The NAM's a little more about mid to upper 60s. So I do think it's going to be a little bit on the humid side. Maybe not as much as the last couple of days, but still just a little bit sticky. Alexis, severe weather for the weekend, not likely. Not likely. Shannon, it'll be going in the afternoon. So I would say that rain on Saturday is going to be could be starting closer to dawn. I think mid to late morning is a little more like that. Remember, we're still 48 hours. Well, what are we? This is Wednesday. No, this is Thursday night. Whoa, what a bonus. So we're only about 36 hours out. So, yeah, we got a little clarity on that. And I do think mid to late morning it's going to be going. And I do think in the afternoon. So, Shannon, I hope that your wedding peeps have a plan B that would be inside. I don't think it's going to be severe, Alexis. April, good evening to you. Karen, hello. Craig, in the house. Oh, that's awesome. It's going to Buffalo for a Lions game. You know what that means, Ethan? You get to enjoy that new stadium. Though I hear they're grousing over there in Buffalo because apparently some of the sight lines from the seats are not optimal. But, yeah, what are you going to do? You're trying to get 60, 70,000 people in there? Anyway, Alice, thank you so much. And Paw, appreciate it. Emma, hello. Mark, hello to you all. And Mike is going to rain all day Sunday or Saturday. Not all day, but a lot of it. And certainly in the afternoon, I think we're going to be seeing those showers for sure. I would agree with you wholeheartedly, April. This summer has been one of higher dew points for sure. Matthew, can't wait for the dew points to be in the refreshing category. Emma, hello to you. Yeah, you know what, Matthew? You know what you're asking for is a dew point drop party. And we do have one on the books we'll make sure that you get the invitation. You see Friday afternoon to Friday evening, still lots of clouds around. Let's talk about your weekend weather. A pretty good bet for some showers and thunderstorms on Saturday. And all-day rain, I will say that I think we might get away with some dryness in the morning, but that's iffy. But I do think that once we get to late morning, certainly noon and into the afternoon, I think we'll be lucky if we have opportunities to get outside. Showers, thunderstorms. As I said earlier, by the way, and if you're late joining in, no problem. Severe weather not likely. Not 100% out of the question. I tell you, though, I do think that we could get some heavy rain. And if you are a student of our YouTube and Facebook live weather update classrooms here, you know what we talk about there. We're talking about our precipitable water. Precipitable water. We educated here in this room. And when you get to our typical level, I think, like in summer, typical level, and what is precipitable water? Well, the definition is if you were to take a parcel of the atmosphere and wring it out, squeeze it out, totally. Squeeze out all the moisture in that parcel, how much water would be in there? For us in the summer, I think it's fair to say 3/4 of an inch, 7/8 of an inch is about average. So get this. When we're talking about Saturday morning, we're looking at 2 to 2.5 inches of that squeeze out water. That would be about 3 times what is typical for us to have in the atmosphere. In other words, the atmosphere is going to be soaked Saturday. And so I do think that we could have some heavy rain on Saturday, even though the parameter for severe weather is not very high. For example, remember I talked about this too, looking at winds at the 850 millibar level, which is about 4,500 or so feet. We're not seeing a lot of wind. There's not a lot of upper support, we would say. There's not a lot of wind. And that would be echoed by the Storm Prediction Center, which only has really I-94 south on Saturday at a marginal risk, low-level risk. So I don't think the risk for severe weather is high on Saturday, but I do think that we could see some heavy rain on Saturday. So if you have outdoor plans, that's why I say you need to have a plan B, certainly in the afternoon and evening. The start time is still a little bit in flux, whether it would be like close to dawn or later. Right now, I'm favoring that it might start with a little bit of light stuff in the early to mid-morning hours and then pick up in intensity, and by afternoon, going pretty good. So that's what I'm looking at right now. We'll revisit this again tomorrow. Kenny, thanks for watching, by the way, from Comstock. Emma, is there a tornado? No. I don't love tornadoes. Not around here. You're not going to find them here. They've been all over the place in Illinois. Illinois by far leads the nation so far this year. By far leads the nation in tornado warnings. Wisconsin's up there too. Indiana, Missouri's up there too. You take a look at the tornado warning map for this year, and it's pretty crazy. The usual suspects are not there. Oklahoma's had their share, but not nearly like Illinois. I think Illinois is 2 to 3 times more. But this idea of the Southeast becoming a tornado alley, which there is some climatological evidence for that over the last, let's say, 10 to 15 years, right? Places like Alabama and Mississippi and Arkansas and Tennessee have been very quiet. I'm sure that they are okay with that, but they've been very quiet this season. Amanda, hello to you and Homer. Thanks for checking in. Trenton, what's the hour by hour looking like tomorrow into Saturday? Tomorrow, mostly cloudy. You must have just gotten in here. We just went through that, but mostly cloudy for Saturday. A pop-up shower afternoon, possible. Not likely we'll see a lot of it, but an isolated shower or two not out of the question. And then Saturday in the morning, dawn, we might have a little light rain. I do think by late morning and certainly into the afternoon, we'll see more widespread showers and maybe a non-severe, I'm expecting a non-severe thunderstorm. Not going to 100% rule it out. Don't think we have a lot of support for that, at least from the models. And then also, I do think, though, we do have some support for some heavy rain coming in on Saturday. So I hope that answers your question there, Trenton. Ron, don't like the dew points in the 70s. Me either. As far as I'm concerned, let's get them back down into the 50s, right? We need some 50s for dew points. Let's see when the forecast model here is giving us that. Oh, yeah. We have a dew point drop party that is right now scheduled for Monday. Oh yeah, Monday. Now it's going to rise back up. It's going to be humid again in a week's time. It's going to be humid again, but we will have a couple of really sweet opportunities to open the window and let some cooler air in. I'll tell you when those are. It's going to be Monday and Tuesday. Monday and Tuesday, our dew point drop party, Monday and Tuesday. It's not going to last too long, unfortunately, but that'll just give us an opportunity to do another one, right? Kenny, flooding situation's iffy. Just depends on how it comes down. So I think that we could have some localized flooding, but we'll have to wait and see on that. I think we are going to have a lot of rain. Deb, hello to you in Decatur. Gary, Saturday, starting probably late morning and into the afternoon. Bob, good evening to you in Twin Lake. Little Muggy for sure. Heidi, hello. Thanks, I appreciate that very much. I would say this is not a Soha Saturday. Not a good Soha Saturday. The bad news is this weekend is probably not a good Soha weekend. The good news is we still have some other ones left. Not many, right? Not many. What is this one? This is the 15th. So we got a good 3 anyway before we get to Labor Day. So we still have a few more opportunities. Linda and Marshall, hello. Tim, hello. Ron, love those dew points in the 50s. And April, sick of the rain. Jennifer, hello to you. And Janet, happy Thursday to you too. So there's your weekend outlook in brief. All right, radar, we did have a little bit of light rain, some sprinkles. That was mainly in a line from, let's say, Allegan at the northernmost part to, let's say, Gun Lake southward. But that's all gone now. You see the showers continue to sort of sag south just a little bit. Western Ohio doesn't need any rain, but they're getting some. None of this is really heavy, though. That's good. We got some thunderstorms south of Chicago, and I know they're weary of that kind of stuff too. But nothing severe that's going on out there right now. All right, temperatures are low to mid 70s. Again, give me some AC. With dew points, definitely give me some AC. Give me some relief. We're in the low 70s for those dew points. Could see some fog in the morning. Here's your outlook. Mike, thanks for that. I appreciate it. April. Yeah, that's right. You don't want those furnaces popping on. Yeah, Heidi, sorry about that. Not too much, Jennifer. And you remember this, you can always go back and watch the Facebook and YouTube lives. At least you can on Facebook after they're posted. Janet, hello to you. I hope you had a good Thursday as well. So there's our 7-day. Tomorrow's rain chances are sketch in the afternoon. Saturday, not sketch, likely, especially by late morning into the afternoon. The start time is still sketchy, a little bit iffy, whether it's going to be closer to daybreak or whether it's going to be closer to about 10 or 11 o'clock in the morning. That still to be determined. But in the afternoon, I think we will be seeing showers, probably non-severe thunderstorms. But storms that could have some heavy rain. What about Sunday? We still have those high levels of water. There's still a lot of water in the air. So I think we could be looking at some heavier rain. You know, I was looking at what's called QPF, the Quantitative Precipitation Forecast from the Weather Prediction Center, a branch of NOAA, and talking about maybe an inch or so of rain on Saturday. I could see maybe another half an inch of rain on Sunday. So, you know, I think we're going to get a bit of a soaking over the weekend. Sally, just in a few weeks, you'll have your back to school weather. Yeah, like 2 weeks, maybe 2 weeks. Yeah, or a week from Monday. I think some schools are already going back. Tim, I'll do what I can for you, buddy, but I don't think it's going to work for us. Finally Friday. That is good news, Joanne. All right, there you go, everybody. Hope that helps out. I got 9:46 on the clock. So that means I got to skate. I'll be live in 14 minutes on ARC West Michigan, live in an hour 14 on the Mothership News Channel 3. Hope to see you on one of those. I appreciate you so much for being here. Your comments are so kind, and they mean a lot to me. Thank you so much. I will don't forget, by the way, that I am on Facebook, WWMT's Keith Thompson. And on YouTube, Threads, X or Twitter, and Instagram at Weatherman Keith, the @ symbol, and Weatherman Keith. Need to mow the grass tomorrow. That's right, Gary. I don't know if you'll be out there Monday doing it, but I don't think Saturday, Sunday. Or, you know, I like to do the reverse psychology on that, and you plan your mow days on Saturday, Sunday, and then it's like, hey, I was going to mow and it rained. Guess I don't have to mow. Your neighbors may not appreciate that. But yeah, good idea to mow that yard tomorrow. Monday, Tuesday, you might have a little jungle going out there. Joanne, thanks for that. Jeanette, Branch County Schools start August 24th. Yeah, a week from Monday. We're back at it or close to that, right? 14th, yeah, a week from Monday. Jennifer, hope you have a good night as well. Thanks for the thanks. And Timmy, be safe out there. All right, everybody, have a great night. Hey, Will Haney is here in the morning once again for Jeffrey. So will be here from 4:30 to 9 with live weather updates. He's going to update that precip forecast as well. He's got you again at noon. I'll pick you back up at 5, 5:30, and 6 tomorrow. And we'll do another Facebook Live on Friday night. Love it, Friday night. Jackie here from Galesburg. Thanks for being here. Appreciate it so much. So that'll be tomorrow night, 9 o'clock. We'll do another Facebook Live. Don't forget our free weather app. Hey, it is going to be handy over the weekend. Come on, track the showers, track the dew points, and any kind of alerts that come out. They're right here, and it's free. Download it, WWMT Weather, in your app store. And if you don't like it, then get rid of it. It doesn't cost you anything, but I think you'll like it. And then, of course, WWMT.com/weather is where we're at with forecasts as well. All right, everybody, have a great night. Let's get some good rest and hit it hard tomorrow. It's Friday. I hope that brings a smile to your face. If I don't see you tonight on the tube, I'll catch up with you again tomorrow. Appreciate you so much. Thank you.